Once in a while you get a piece of treasure when you come to work. We get books for a number of reasons and all sorts of things, and then, well, they kind of get left out, and if somebody wants to take home, they're able to do a treasure like this for someone who loves boxing. It's Pittsburgh, a pictorial history. Douglas Kavanaugh. Look, there are some great athletes that came from this city, but I don't think a lot of people realize the great history when it comes to the fight game. Of course, in recent years, Paul Spatafor, the Pittsburgh Kid, a good friend of your Pratt Packs. But going back in time, guys like that great welterweight, he is Fritzy Zivik, the former light heavyweight champion of the world that came so close to dethroning one of the greatest of all time, Joe Louis, Billy Conn. But also, I live in Monaca, Pennsylvania. And there was a guy who held the middleweight title from Monaca. His name was Teddy Yaros. I got to tell you a quick story. So one night, I was sitting after work watching the Pirates, enjoying an ice cold Iron City, and we got talking about sports, and we got talking about everything from our Steelers and Pirates and Penguins. But someone said, hey, you're the guy that likes boxing, and you've done a lot of boxing, right, as far as on the radio, and I was doing some stuff on television. I said, absolutely. He said, hey, you may know my father. And I said, who is your father? He said, Teddy Yaros. I had a chance to meet the former middleweight champion of the world's son, who that night, after we enjoyed a couple of cold ones, we went back to his house, and I watched an 8mm film of his father fighting against a fighter by the name of Dundee, Vince Dundee. A great memory for me to this day. And when I saw this, it brought back so many great memories of these fighters that I have met, including Billy Conn, who I spent an evening with one night while working as a waiter at a restaurant called Ciro's Top of the Mall. And later that summer, I was at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, and I met that other guy that we were talking about, Joe Louis. A magical time for your Pratt Pack. And if you love the sport of pugilism and you love the great history of Pittsburgh, this is one you just have to get. But you're not going to get mine. Go get yours. Pittsburgh Boxing, a pictorial history. Douglas Kavanaugh. This stuff is true history. It's your Pratt Pack. Have a great night.